Here we go. Now is the I decided to skip showing the Pigmon battles just because it's not that difficult. I mean they're relatively simple, and I didn't have the sound up for the for the Bone Rider battle just because there were other people around and I couldn't have the microphone on. You have to excuse me. I'm practically waking up from being asleep, passing out. It's really hot here, so I can barely function. And in any case, this is the final battle of Dune. You walk up to the top of the Sphinx, and luckily, the way the Sphinx is designed, you're not going to get into very many battles on the way up. So it's actually pretty easy going. There are only a couple of rooms that force a number of battles. One of them has a bunch of traps and a damage floor, except that the damage floor only does 1 HP damage per contact, so it's really not that bad. It's pretty easy to get through. But Seto is both difficult and easy because he's simple. All he is sap. He can use Fury, Massacre, and Charge Up. Massacre can be incredibly dangerous, and he always goes 2 rounds every single time. Zap is especially dangerous because it actually happens to have a decent attack power of 80, so it can actually do a reasonable amount of damage. But it's Massacre that's the real problem. With Massacre, he can actually kill Gabo and Maribel, even right now, as things are. The beauty of Massacre is that it's random, so he can hit himself, but the rate of hit depends upon how many monsters are on, how many total characters are on the screen. So, because it's just myself, my characters, and him, it's 1 in 4 that he'll attack any one of them, including himself. Charge Up is also annoying. Luckily, it doesn't really. I don't believe it affects Massacre, but it does and it does affect normal attacking. So that can be a little bit of a pain. I can't do anything to him really. So having Eris, anything but Psych Up and Punch is kind of worthless. Gabo. The nice thing for Gabo is that he can use. Oh, shoot! You don't really want to use Blazemore because it's going to be. The output is not that fantastic. I mean, it's not terrible. But it's reduced to about 75% of max. Definitely reduced in potency. In any case, but Howl, if it does connect, it's about. I think it's like a 70% chance that it'll work all the time, but he won't reduce the damage from it, which is nice. And Airbow, it's just sap. I mean, if you have Envenom, you can Envenom him, and that is awesome. Oh, so yeah. The other thing too that is kind of nice, which I might take advantage of, is do I have that on this? No, I do not. Okay. Others. Upper. Essentially, if you just upper everybody, this is one of the things of having. Ouch. Of using upper on Gabo and Maribel. And just boosting damage through that. Let's see, punch. No, I'd actually rather a. Yeah, he really likes to focus on Maribel most of the time. In this battle anyway. I don't believe he has special targeting though. I think he has normal targeting if I remember right. But for whatever reason, he's just focusing on Maribel. That's gonna hurt. Let's see, parry. His defense is restored to normal again. Wow, that didn't take long at all. Sap. But it's not that difficult of a battle. It's actually kind of easy. And in most cases, it can actually go really poorly if you use his Massacre a lot, just because the output is pretty high. Let's see, happens. And if you have multiple characters with upper or the next level up, what is it, increase? I think it's increase. Then you can just spam that all day long, and it effectively nullifies his ability to function. Yeah, and anything he does is at that point useless, completely and utterly. All right, there we go, and that's that. Simple, done. I can't wait till Grakos though, because I'm avoiding normal battles. So Grakos is actually going to be really difficult. It should be a lot of fun. See ya.